Sensational poulet, le perfect way. Cooking perfection on Ireland AM. Brought to you by the Dietrich.
You're very welcome back. Now, many of us are upping our culinary skills since we're stuck at home with time on our hands.
Now, we have a new chef in the kitchen this morning. Some of you at home might recognise him. He's going to make a special treat for our birthday boy, Aidan, who's currently taking it easy on the other side of the studio.
You're all right over there, Aidan?
I'm all good, yeah. I'm excited for this.
Do you know, I never checked with him, first of all, does he like this particular dessert?
Do you like it, Aidan?
You do now, don't you?
He doesn't,
Love it.
do
It's
you?
my favourite. What's it called?
What's it called? It's a key lime pie, dear boy.
Okay, so it's got limes.
It does, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done.
Okay.
Sharp as a tack, that boy.
Give us the background.
So this, it's an American classic.
Yes.
It gets its name, the key lime, which is the type of lime that they have in Florida. It's originated in Florida. That's the type of lime they get over there. Here we get Persian limes. They're the ones we get in our supermarkets. Dead easy to make. 15 minutes start to finish.
And it is delicious because it's in your book.
It's in the book,
We've made
and you've
before.
cooked it. Yeah.
Yeah. Easy enough to do.
Dead easy to do. There's a couple of little twists that I put on it. There's like a traditional kind of key lime pie recipe that the Americans would use. So you start off with any pie dish with the base, and in the traditional key lime pie, you'd normally have like a ginger biscuit, like a plain biscuit.
OK.
Which I love.
Well, what I like to do, and it's an approach that I have to cooking, as you well know, is whatever you like is what goes in. I like a chocolate digestive, so I'll use that as my base. But if you don't, you can use a plain digestive, you can use a ginger nut, whatever you want.
Change it up. OK.
But one of the other reasons for using the chocolate digestive, there's 75 or 25 grams of butter gone in there, by the way, and that's just one packet, excuse me, of digestives. Stick them into a food bag, give the kids a rolling pin, and tell them to have at it.
Yes.
Great stress relief.
Or if you're lazy like me, just put it into the food processor. 10 seconds, the food processor. The reason why I like to use the chocolate base is that when we're melting this down with the butter, we're going to put it into our pie dish and then you're going to refrigerate it. And because we've used the chocolate digestive, it'll melt with the butter and it'll hold better in the fridge.
So it's more solid, is it?
Just so when you go to cut it, it will actually slice properly.
Lovely.
It won't crumble away. So you get a clean slice. So don't be too panicked about when you blitz up the biscuits if you've got bits like that left.
OK.
Who's going to complain about getting a big piece of chocolate biscuit in the cake?
Exactly.
So all you want to do, you're looking for the consistency of wet sand here. So you start off with about 25 grams of butter. If you need a little bit more, fine. This will only take about 2 or 3 minutes. And we're looking just to let's see if that crumb picks up that butter. You see the way the texture's changing?
Yeah. Wet sand is a good indication.
It is actually, yeah.
I come up with that myself.
Did you? All by yourself?
Yeah. I've trademarked that one.
I'd say you have, all right.
So this, I love cooking this because it literally takes 15 minutes start to finish. And it's a real crowd pleaser.
Yeah,
It's
looks
great
so
for
impressive.
kids' birthday parties.
And you know, for people who would make cheesecake, Simon, this is a nice variation on it, isn't it?
It is. That's exactly that, because a lot of people would attempt a cheesecake, and this is a similar process.
Same kind of format.
Yeah, and you can play around with it. You know, again, when we go to finish this cake in America, when you get a slice of key lime pie, you'll traditionally just get the base and the pie filling. But what I do is I add a little bit of fresh cream and then your favourite kind of chocolate over it. So you can see the consistency that's got. To test the consistency, just pinch it, and you see it's holding together. That's what you want.
OK.
Then we pop her into your pie dish. The trick with the pie dish is it can be any size or shape, but just make sure that it has a false bottom in it.
OK.
If you pardon the phrase on a Sunday morning. But you want
So you're
something
not lining
sticking.
it, though?
No, you don't need to. You don't need to line it because of the ingredients we're using.
It's not pastry.
Yeah, it's not going to stick to it. So get it into the pastry dish and don't be too fussy about this. All you want to do is flatten it. As I say, don't be worrying about the big bits of biscuit. No one's going to complain about it. If you're using a dish like this, try and get it up and around the edge because it just gives the pie a nice little finish. Now, what you want to do at this point is, this is where patience comes in.
Right.
So you want to cool that down.
Into the fridge?
No, just let it cool in the kitchen.
Oh,
at room
okay.
temperature. If you want, you can pop it into the fridge. But the only reason you want to cool this down is because then you're going to make the pie filling and put it on. Okay? So leave that aside. Give that about at least 20 minutes in the kitchen while you make the pie filling. And this, again, couldn't be easier. 3 egg yolks.
He's very organised now.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I was putting this together.
Bit of prep together last night, Simon.
Do you know what? But I was doing...
We are stunned.
Yeah, I know.
Hashtag shocked.
They're very supportive, really. They are. Yeah, do you know what? I was putting this together last night and I dug out all these little cartons. These are little sort of kitchen saves that I love. You pick up packs of them in the supermarkets for next to nothing. And you get packs of 10 or 20 of them. Just throw them into the press. You will need them. But I do a lot of cooking demos, so these are great. Rather than bringing pots and jars and bottles, etc. So anyway, 3 egg yolks in there. And then we have 1 tin, or 397 grams, of condensed milk.
Okay.
Which is
your
so
sweetened milk.
sweet.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Is this from a tin, Simon?
That's just 1 tin, which is
Okay.
397 grams. You're going to get a balance with this particular pie, though, because that is very sweet, as you say, and we're using chocolate and we're using cream. But the kicker in this is the lime. So you get a balance in it. And with that, you add in the juice and zest of 3 limes. You can go 4 limes if you like.
So you've got all the zest in there as well, which
All
can
the
be
zest in there.
quite
yeah.
bitter, but it's
No,
fine.
It is, but it's going to balance
Yeah.
down with the sweetness. And that's it. They're your ingredients. And all you do is start off slowly with that because it will splash because of the juice in there. And all you want to do is just combine them.
You're
don't want
laughing
to-
because you're
Laura
so
is
professional.
ready for some pie, aren't you?
I'm starving. Yeah, my stomach's rumbling. In case you haven't heard.
I can hear something from over here, but I
Oh,
didn't want to say. So all you want to do is just combine them. Don't go too crazy. Use a hand whisk. Don't put it into the
Oh, you
blender.
wouldn't blend it? Okay.
No, just with the eggs. Just take it easy in it. So all you want to do is combine them. And then, quite simply, when this bad boy is cooled down, all you're going to do is put the pie filling across the top. And again, this isn't an exact science. This is the only kind of baking I like doing. I don't bake in the house because it's too precise. It's not like cooking savoury dishes. You have to be precise when it comes to baking. But with this, you can be a bit loose. So, your pie filling, spread it across the top.
We want to see the finished piece because you did prepare one earlier.
I did, yeah. Are we killed for time?
Yep.
Oh, we are we?
Well,
30 seconds.
ish.
Oh, now.
Hate to rush you.
Right, well, here's the finished pie. So as I say, in the States, you'll normally get that as it is. But what we're going to do is we're going to add some fresh cream on top.
Yeah.
Sprinkle a bit of chocolate. We'll stick
Layer
a
it up.
candle in it. And then we'll sing happy birthday for the big man, will we?
Okay, do we have time to do that?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Bring a
Go on,
candle.
I'll
keep
tell you what,
going.
I'll keep
He has a
working away.
candle.
I'll keep working
Go
away
on, you
while
can-
doing
you
that.
can
So
finish it
there's the
off.
base,
That's
okay?
gorgeous, yeah.
And then you can just put a bit of fresh cream on.
Ooh.
Again, you can take your time. If you want to pipe the cream on, go for it. I don't have the time. Don't go to the edge with this. Let people see what the filling is in the cake.
Simon, looks delicious.
It's great. And you know what? It's a real crowd pleaser, this one, and dead easy to make. That's as formal as you need to be with it, like that. And then, again, whatever your favourite bar of chocolate is, take it out of the fridge, pop it in a food bag. Quick little
Bash it
bash.
up.
Kids love that bit. Sprinkle it over.
So you haven't used the oven in this process at all?
We have. So
you have,
when
sorry,
you get
okay.
to this process, you preheated your oven to 160.
Okay.
And all you're going to do is pop it in for about 15 minutes at 160. Take it out and let it cool.
Okay.
And there you go.
So it's very quick and easy.
It's
Isn't
very
it?
quick,
Yeah.
very simple. And the little finishing touch, because it is his birthday, courtesy of my wife who dug this out of a cupboard last night.
Ah, well done,
The
Lisa.
birthday boy!
Ah, lads.
Would you like a slice, son?
I would be honoured. You're a man of many talents, Simon. Well done.
Master of
We have our
delicious.
birthday grams as well.
Oh, the happy birthday, son. Just think about it tomorrow. All over the country, people will be singing happy birthday, washing their hands.
That's
you.
for me. And everyone else
for you.
celebrating the birthday.
Aidan,
Thanks, well done.
We were limited in our resources of what we could get to you this morning. So on behalf of the team, we have
Gonna love this.
a massive box of wipes. You're not allowed to have the hand sanitizer. We need that. And a little truck. So happy birthday
oh,
to
that's
you.
very cute. That is the best present ever because I'm out of wipes.
Are you?
Oh, there you go.
No, you're not.
No,
Who'd
you're
have thought
not,
it?
and you won't
Thank
be
you.
for a while.
Thank you, guys.
Happy birthday.
We'll let you have the first taste as well,
I'll
Aidan.
cut up a slice for him in the break.
Thank you, Simon.
A pleasure.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
And for anyone who'd like to make Simon's wonderful dish at home, full recipe details are on our website.
Now, after the break, we're meeting the mum of 7 who has homeschooled her children for 20 years. She'll be sharing her experience next. See you back here in a few.
Right.
Amazing soufflé. Le perfect way. Cooking perfection on Ireland AM. Brought to you by Dietrich.